안녕하세요 여러분. K-Cine의 파라디조에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 저는 바냐입니다. Hello everyone, welcome to K-Cine의 Paradiso. I'm your host Banya. Today's Korean movie is an action noir, The Terrorist. It was released in 1995 and it considers as one of the best action noir film in 20th century in Korea. If you're a fan of Hong Kong noir movies like A Better Tomorrow in 1980s, you will love this movie too. Quentin Tarantino doesn't deny he is affected big time by Hong Kong noir. The Terrorist is based on a graphic novel, Karen on Daybreak, written by one of the most beloved author Lee Hyun-se. As its head copy says, I want to destroy the corrupted world. It is a story about a cop who fights against injustice and unfairness of the society. Director Kyung-young, whose specialty was a powerful masculine action movie, made The Terrorist one of his masterpieces, depicting cruel fate of two brothers in the dark world. Actor Choi Min-soo, who is a younger brother Soo-hyun in the movie, is from a star-studded family throughout 3 generations. His charismatic presence is hard to be replaced with anyone. Maybe could we think of Al Pacino in his younger days? Or the late James Dean? Actor Lee Kyung-young, who is an older brother in the movie, has shown his talent in various genres for decades. There is a joke in Korean movie industry that there are 2 kinds of Korean movies. One is the movie with Lee Kyung-young, the other is without Lee Kyung-young. Girls can love noir movies because there is always a human drama in fighting, whether it's against one's destiny or the society. I'm one of those girls and invite you to join the club. Oh Soo-hyun, a graduate with the highest honors in the police academy. Superb is his shooting skill.
경찰학교 최고 성적이라며.
He is on the way to his first mission after training.
뭐 이제 시작인데요, 뭐.
The hostage situation at a department store. Detective Oh Sa-hyun handles it skillfully. He is Soo-hyun's older brother.
홍경사. 네. 내보내.
She's a reporter Hwang.
오반장!
She is mad because he commanded to take her away.
알아요, 저놈들? 전혀. 그러나
The manager at the store tells him he has rejected the offender's vending request in the past.
알겠습니다.
He seems very sharp and competent. So is his younger brother.
자재납품업자는 다 정했거든요. 제가 바꿀 단계는
The gangsters are threatening another manager to conclude a contract when Soo-hyun takes them down. One of the gangsters fling a knife. He catches it,
경찰은 사심이 더
but it was a trap. His photos are taken when he's fighting against them, holding their knife in his hand.
성질 죽여, 자식아!
The gangster snatches a gun from a policeman and Soo-hyun shoots him down to defend himself. The result is he gets arrested of abuse of power.
12시간만 허락해 주십시오.
Sa-hyun asks his boss to let him meet his brother.
며칠 전이 그놈 생일이었는데 오랫동안 만나질 못했습니다.
안영주군.
이놈이가 아주 특별대우구나. 수갑 채고 갇혀있나 했더니만.
He wanted to throw a belated birthday party to his baby brother,
이러고 싶지 않아.
but Soo-hyun doesn't feel for it.
오른쪽엔 경찰서고 왼쪽엔 시외버스 터미널이다. 이 선택은 형이 내게 줄 수 있는 마지막 선물이다.
He is a man of integrity and denies the opportunity to run away.
위험한 정황에 처했었다 해도 피고인 오수연에게
But for some reason, a judge doesn't treat a man of integrity right. He's sentenced to 3 years in prison and 10 years of deprivation.
방어 규정이 정당하다고 생각하십니까? 아직도 그때의 발표가 정당하다고 생각하십니까?
At the moment, the president Lim of NW Company and his lawyer John are out of their trial.
임 회장 아십니까?
Soo-hyun and Lim meet their eyes, and they don't look friendly at all.
지금 경제인 행세를 하고 있지만 수현이 네 사건도 그자의 지방 조직일 거란 심증 버릴 수가 없다.
Sahyun tries to help his brother in prison.
하지만 형, 이건 내 일이야.
He thinks Suyeon's unfair verdict has something to do with Lim and his gangs.
좋은 나이인데
Meanwhile, the gangsters move around the town freely.
욕심엔 끝이 없죠.
Their bribe doesn't work to the manager at the department store.
찬물에 담가야지.
And they are not patient. Another honest man is victimized.
피해자 신원은요?
Reporter Hwang is on the move to find
밝혀진
the
거 없어요?
truth.
알몸이라서
그 소지품도 없단 말이에요? 오반장, 공조할까요?
공주?
몇 가지 자료가 있는데
She is persistent and professional and suggests Sahyun to cooperate. 3 years later, Suhyun is released and welcomed by his friend Sang-chul. In Korea, we eat tofu wishing no more prison.
안녕하세요.
Sahyun's also been waiting for his brother.
상철이네 집으로 갈게.
수현아,
술도 마시고 싶고.
But for some reason, Suhyun doesn't want to hang with his brother.
잠깐만요, 오수연 씨 맞죠?
At the moment, reporter Hwang
한잔
appears
하실까요?
in
몇 가지
front
묻고
of
싶은 게
him.
있는데요.
미안합니다. 얘기할 거 전혀 없어요.
Suhyun avoids her too.
뭐야? 둘이 짰나? 똑같네?
Suhyun starts working as a truck driver for HS Logistics with his friend.
우리 이제 6대야?
주문도 끊겼는데 배차 주임 새끼도 날랐다는 거 아닙니까?
그게 뭔 일이 있긴 있구만.
저지나 뭐 쉬면 되죠.
They hear the drivers are forced to quit,
어떻게 된 거예요? 반송통은 신문은 이 바닥에서
and there are some thugs behind to take up the company.
방해하는 놈들이 있는데 화주들이 입을 다물고 있어. 경찰에 신고 안 해요?
경찰에 신고? 아 무슨 명목으로 누구를?
Suhyun smells stinky present Lim again from here.
인정상
Two young men worry whether they should leave or stay for the company. But easy to decide.
야,
The same thugs
니들 여기
come to
직원이야?
threaten them.
배때기 구멍 나기 전에 떠나 임마.
오, 이것들 아주 잡아놓지 그냥.
Sang-chul provokes them, mentioning cops.
빨놈들이 잡아너? 그래 어제 잡아.
They attack Suhyun and his friend. Of course, they can't be a match for Suhyun. And Suhyun and his friend find a piece of paper with a message from their pocket. Gangsters always bring more gangsters. Sang-chul and Suhyun try to avoid another fighting and run away. But the fight is inevitable to survive.
저 새끼들입니다.
Of course, it's not a big deal with Suhyun. But Sang-chul is beaten down by them. When the cop came, they strike Sang-chul with an iron pipe as one last shot.
낮엔 있었고 마지막까지
Reporter Hwang
남았었는데
also came to the office to find Suhyun.
어느 쪽으로 갔습니까, 두 청년?
저쪽으로 업고 뛰는 거면 끝이에요.
It seems everyone wants to find Suhyun, including his brother.
예.
괜찮아.
Sang-chul ends up losing one leg after the fighting.
형 찾아가 취직주 좀 부탁하고.
그만해. 내일은 내가
He
해결해.
tells him to ask his brother for a job, but only to provoke Suhyun. And someone unknown is looking for Suhyun.
만리동 203호. 알았어.
Sahyun seems to track him down too.
5,000원입니다. 100원 뺐어요.
The gangsters and Sahyun with a policeman find him in the market. When he is distracted by his brother Sahyun, the knife from a gangster is thrusted in his stomach. Sahyun tries to catch the killer,
안 보입니다.
but fails. Thankfully, he is told to be recovered in 3 weeks.
안정하면 괜찮아질 겁니다.
반송통을 통째로 먹으려는 놈들 있어.
운전수들 없어졌다는 얘기.
Sang-cheol gives the paper he got from the gangster the other day. It's regarding illegal conduct to take over the company.
왜 붙잡지 않았어?
수연이가 패줬거든.
Still, Soo-yeon didn't want to get involved with the police. The paper makes Sayeon ponder.
그게 뭐지?
이제까지 임태호를 손대지 못했던 건
Sayeon gives a briefing that President Lim in NW Company used gang violence to take up H's company through his lawyer.
법률고문 정병진입니다. 한성통은 곧 쓰러집니다. 6개월 후쯤 내외 그룹에 흡수될 게 분명합니다.
고소나 고발이 없는 한 나설 수 없지. 민생 치안 쪽이랑 신경 쓰자고. 이제 사건 많잖아.
But his boss seems to bury the truth to his disappointment.
식사 감사합니다. 식사 정도야 언제든지.
The lawyer Jung keeps himself busy to make an illegitimate deal. Reporter Hwang and Sayeon are listening what they got from a wiretap in bugs.
식사 감사합니다.
꼬리 잡힐 말은
They didn't get much from it to prove
상관없어요.
their crime.
정병진을 잡으면 목소리만으로도 돼요.
They go for undercover to catch the evidence, but President Lim notices them through the monitor.
쟤는 사회부인데 왜 왔어?
아 저건 형사놈인데
지금 몇 분 남았지?
45분 전입니다.
좌측 세 번째 줄이에요.
At the right time, Sayeon takes them down as he cleverly planned.
경찰입니다. 입찰 서류 좀 볼까요?
But he didn't expect the President Lim would appear.
경찰이 웬일이지? 이거 보려고.
The shrewd man shows the bidding price he prepared in order to shut their mouth.
당신 파트너 말이야.
아 예. 입 막아야죠.
And he commands to get rid of the partners to remove all the stinky evidence. Truly vicious man he is. But reporter Hwang doesn't hold back and reveals his evilness to the world.
법은 모르고
Distant is the law, close is the fist. Famous saying in Korea. Sayeon finds a hand cruelly cut off in his car. Officially, it's a threat.
누구세요?
그렇게 써놓고도 우리를 몰라?
임태호 회장이 시키던가요?
사진 한 장이면 돼.
Reporter Hwang is threatened by them too. He is the same gangster who made Soo-yeon imprisoned of abuse of power years ago. Those evildoers take photos of her naked body for another threatening. On the other hand, Soo-yeon and Sang-cheol move to a new place for safety reason.
옛날에 피복에 당구도 숱하게 때렸는데 새끼가 당구장 주인 됐다는 거 아니야?
모두 자.
Soo-yeon leaves Sang-cheol behind. They can't help worrying each other.
말고.
웬 놈이 따라붙는데요?
Now Soo-yeon is chasing a certain car and blocks it.
저 새끼 한성뚱 달구지 같은데요. 연장 챙겨라. 잘못하면 끝장이다. 야 이 새끼야 연불이나
Soo-yeon seems to take revenge by himself for justice and on behalf of his friend's lost leg.
웹감에 칼자국 새긴 놈이 누구야?
It doesn't take long for Soo-yeon to defeat two bastards.
목숨하고 바꿀래?
He tries to make sure who the exact target should be, and he is Chunu. When he meets the one who left the scar on his stomach,
누가 시켰냐? 정병진.
he confirms that there is a President Lim behind all evils.
임태호란 놈이야.
The fight is not easy even to Soo-yeon. Soo-yeon's rage makes him as violent as the enemy is.
서울일보 황 기자가 며칠 안 볼 때.
Meanwhile, Sayeon finds out he hasn't seen reporter Hwang for days.
박상철이라는 애가 있어. 기초 자료 줄 테니까.
He concerns about her and his brother and Sang-cheol as well, commanding to find where they are.
너 기자란 말이야.
네.
소식 없나?
President Lim is also looking for reporter Hwang.
할까봐
그런 새 가슴으론 죽 써서 개도 못 줘. 알아?
네.
Sayon finds out where his brother lives.
수연아, 남자 셋이 와서 상철이 따라갔어.
But when Suyeon comes home, he has to get out right away to save his friend.
2번입니다.
수연이 다시 나와서 차를 탔습니다. 지금 쫓아가는 중입니다.
놓치지 마.
Sayon is also on the way to save his baby brother. The villains are torturing Sang-chul mercilessly.
넘을 때까지 오토바이 타. 친구 잘 준다고요.
Even dragging him with a motorcycle. Suyeon has arrived but finds none.
누구야? 불러놓고 왜 안 나오는 거야?
The gangsters have waited for Suyeon, not the cops. And they decided to withdraw, seeing the police car.
철수해. 상철아!
When Suyeon finds his friend, his body is already cold. Suyeon sprinkles his friend's ashes into the river.
내가 널 죽인 거지.
He suffers from guilt of Sang-chul's death.
법은 멀고 주먹은 가까워.
He murmurs, distant is the law, close is the fist, meaning the revenge, which his brother wouldn't agree.
가게 앞에 일식집에 가봐. 고향 친구라던데?
One-eyed gangster is called upon by
갈게
unknown
뭐야?
friend.
가봐 오빠.
He better watch out since he's been doing all the evil.
누구시더라?
It was Suyeon. He was Suyeon's first target. Sayon also appears to help his brother to prevent him from further illegal violation, but Suyeon is bold enough to take the cop hostage. It's a dead end. Sayon warns his brother for the last time to stop.
이제 손을 떼라. 네가 할 일이 아니야. 명심해라. 다시 만날 때 우린 더 이상 형제가 아니다.
But Suyeon is not the same baby brother he knew. Reporter Hwang receives a call from President Lim. We are glad she is alive.
라마다 피스위트 8시쯤 어떨까?
만날 거 있어요? 보내주세요.
알아서 해요. 강요하지 않을 테니까.
She asks her naked photos back.
주세요.
당신 몸매 대단했어.
더러운.
He takes advantage of her with the photos, but she is as hardcore as he is.
25일 7시에 패션쇼가 있어. 옷 한 벌 선물하지.
Because his brother Suyeon is wanted as a terrorist, Sayon gets suspended from all the investigation, especially about President Lim.
수연 씨 이제 그만해요. 더 이상.
형 곁에 관계자가 있어서 마음이 놓여요. 업은 멀고 주먹은 가깝다. 나도 이게 길이 아니란 걸 알고 있죠.
Still, Suyeon can't stop because the system doesn't do what it has to do. Now, the fashion show is held. Sayon is here not as a cop officially, but for his baby brother. In the middle of the show, a light tower collapses, and Suyeon runs toward President Lim. Could he take down the evildoer? And what could his brother do for justice? Once he was a proud cop, but now he is an unlawful terrorist to take a revenge against all the villains who destroyed his dream and his friend. The most devastating tragedy comes from family conflict, doesn't it? The fate makes two brothers confront each other as a detective and a criminal. What fate is waiting for them? If you want to know it, please find The Terrorist on various OTT platforms like TVing, Series On, etc. You can experience how Korean noir movie can be different or superb in their own style. I will see you next time with another good Korean movie. Bye.